It's the NFL on EA Sports. And our focus is on the Lions' sure-handed tight end. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Lions and the Bengals, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Going to the air right away, Hooker. And incomplete to open things up. You talk about this Bengals defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hooker now off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Lions coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Robinson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Robinson is in for a Lions touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
12.
Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Now Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
11.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Down the right sideline. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals
12,
first
12,
down.
12.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's got Lewis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big fella. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They are coming off the game last week, which was a very interesting game. And, Charles, ultimately it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? Then you'll know what you really should have felt that game.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down at a yard. Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Runs through the contact and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
12, 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
11 MT, 12, 12, 12.
They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Able to avoid him. There he goes, right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Behind.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. He connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got him. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. When touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, Charles, after the first quarter, it was just complete disaster for them. Everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Justin Herbert strong in the win as his guys run their record to 8-2 with the W. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. KJ Osborne, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Mac Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B, their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Pass thrown right back. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Okay, great.
Following the fumble recovery, Hooker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Hooker now off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Hooker going to try and throw for it. Staying on his feet. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11, Thomas. 12, 11, Mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They find some open field here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that
answer.
answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Here's Hooker. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Here's Hooker to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Hooker. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about them keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Able to find Higgins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. Touchdown, Detroit. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
Burrow
line.
will throw. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Now a second and 2.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Mixing up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3.
It's now third down and 3.
11, Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On second down, Hooker. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on second down, here's Hooker. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's third and 3. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
11 mighty. 11.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
11.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25 to will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the Lions down by 13, 1:14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Hooker to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
This is caught, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back and